make a video because they're gonna be way longer than the short than I usually make. But what I was saying on one of the shorts, I was saying how they been poisoning us, right? Look, if you look up Mississippi, right? Mississippi got a lot of paper mills, right? And when they making the paper, they gotta bleach the paper, right? With chlorine. Once they bleach the paper and it turn white and they squeeze the wood out, that water is contaminated with something called dioxin, right? The paper mill got to get a permit from the EPA so they can dump that the water, you know what I'm saying, in streams and shit. But how can the EPA tell you how much poison to put in the water, and these folks got to catch the fish and eat it? That's why if you go to Mississippi and you look around, you will see a sign and it'll tell you don't eat the big fish because the big fish are most susceptible to dioxin. They got high levels of dioxin, so they tell you to eat the smaller fish. But we still eating fish that got dioxin in it, right? So now think about this. This even worse? I was thinking about this the other day. We send our kids to school to get brainwashed. They using white paper. They gotta use the white paper to write on. So they killing us double time. They brainwashing your kids. They poisoning the earth with the paper that your kids writing on because they gotta bleach it white. And they gotta get rid of the water. The water waste treatment plants can't even handle the amount of toxins that's in that water. So they gotta get the EPA permit to dump it in near rivers and streams. So that means the plants got dioxin, the fish got dioxin. They don't give a fuck about nothing but money, man. That's all it is. So you gotta think about, what about the paper mills that ain't going to get no permit? What about the paper mills that got the permit, but they still dumping more than what the EPA saying? And how can the EPA determine how much poison is good for the water? That don't even make sense. They should be stopping that shit. That's why you be seeing them fish on sensors with them 3 heads and shit, man. It's probably fish in that motherfucker for real like that. Turtles and shit with 6 tails. Fucking alligator snapping turtle with a fish face, man. And see, the tobacco company bought Nabisco and took the scientists and moved them over there to food. So now we addicted to calcifying food that's calcifying your pineal gland. Why you think them white motherfuckers will not eat no other sandwich cookie if it ain't no Oreo? And you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about that? Oreo is the top sandwich cookie, chocolate sandwich. Niggas don't want the off-brand. They don't want this. It don't taste like no Oreo. It don't taste like this. Wonder why? There's probably some additives in that motherfucker make your ass addicted to it. It's ran by a cigarette company. That's why I don't eat that shit no more. I used to sell it. I don't sell snacks and shit like that no more. I stopped doing all that shit. Once I found out, damn, I'm killing my own folk. And you got folks over here, they ready to get a gas station over here and sell us that bullshit. Coca-Cola ain't got no taste memory. Ain't got Nabisco owned by the tobacco folks. And we sitting here eating that shit. And then if you notice, look, like Publix. I was looking at Publix weekly ad. They put the same thing on BOGO and all of it down there poison. Thomas English muffins, bread, all the bullshit. Just like that nigga Papa Doc said, we they trash cans, man. Milk. All the shit they don't want. All the shit they don't want. They giving your ass Doritos and they over here eating parsnips and shit. Nigga, they giving you Cheetos and they over here eating grilled artichoke dip. Giving you flaming hot Cheetos and they over here eating goddamn wild caught salmon. with fresh Brussels sprouts. Half of us, as black folks, ain't even heard of some of the vegetables these white folk be eating. We be like, what the fuck is that? A parsnip? What the hell is that? Yeah. Just like folk don't even know what the carrots ain't even real. Them bitches come from some shit called a Queen Anne lace. It's a wild white carrot, and they just genetically modified that motherfucker down. That's all they be doing. White folk, they like to play with shit, manipulate stuff. They like to manipulate natural shit, crossbreed it and cross-pollinate it and come up with this and this ain't all these vegetables and fruits. It's enough vegetables and fruits and animals on it where you ain't got to be doing all that. And I know, I'm gonna tell you how I notice it. Growing them bell peppers, all of my bell peppers like this big, small. Them bell peppers be in the store, they be huge. All my bell peppers don't be big like that. And they when I tell you the strength of the green bell pepper, the bitterness is so strong. They got to be feeding us fake ass food. Even the vegetables seem like they ain't on point like they supposed to be. So y'all gotta be careful, man, about this food. Like it's time to start growing our own, grow your own food, man, so you can control the dirt and you can control the pesticides. At least if you're using pesticides, you know what you're using. And if you're using natural, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Not like this white girl was at Publix, right? She was like, I don't like the red grapes because the red grapes, when they dry my mouth out. And I was thinking, I was like, they dry your mouth out. Like, bitch, you ain't washing your grapes good. Your ass eating pesticide. That's why you biting that shit in your mouth. You ain't washing them grapes with no vinegar. You gotta rinse them bitches off first with regular water, then take the grapes and put them in a bowl with some vinegar and then rub that shit off. You can't just get no grape out the bag and eat it, nigga. You eat poison, nigga. Grapes in the dirty dozen list. They say grapes make the dirty dozen list every year. Every year. So think about your kids be eating them grapes. They half washed grapes. They eating hell out of that goddamn bug spray. Y'all better start washing y'all food, man. Or grow your own shit, son. Hey, I'm out, man. I know this shit was long. I'm out.